everybody, it's Jill, and today I'm going to show you how to use your portion cup containers and what I would eat in a simple day. Okay, so let's get started by going over the containers. This green container is going to for all of your vegetables. Purple is for all of your fruits. Red is for your proteins. Yellow is for your carbs. Blue for healthy fats. And orange for all of your seeds, nuts, and dressings. Okay, so I'm going to start with breakfast. Pretty much every day for breakfast I have eggs. So I buy a big box at Costco. This will last me about 2 weeks. And some kind of carbs. So I really mostly do oatmeal. This steel cut oats is wonderful. You can make a batch maybe on Sunday. And it actually reheats really, really well. I just make it with water. You can add some of this liquid stevia. This one's my favorite. It is the 365 brand French vanilla stevia from Whole Foods. It's wonderful. Just a couple little drops will sweeten up your tea, coffee, oatmeal, Greek yogurt. You can even put it in your cottage cheese if you want a sweet treat. And then I like to add natural extract. So this one is maple flavor. There's also vanilla. You can find all kinds of different extracts. Just make sure that you get an all-natural one. Don't get an artificial flavor. Just that's chemicals that we don't want in our bodies, so try to stay away from that. Okay, so for breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and check off 1 carb and 1 protein, because 2 eggs equals 1 protein. If you don't want oats, you can also just do a piece of whole wheat bread, or another one of my favorites, sweet potato. Take a bunch of sweet potatoes on Sunday, and then I have them in my refrigerator for breakfast, lunch, or even dinner. Okay, so breakfast is out of the way, and again, that was 1 protein and 1 carb. One thing I did want to mention about your eggs is try to avoid using any butter, oil. Try to use just any kind of cooking spray. You can even just get a mister and put some olive oil in there and just mist a tiny bit of olive oil. And I like to use a small nonstick pan. You can scramble your eggs really easily and not add any fat that way. You can also bake your eggs. I know that sounds crazy, but if you get a muffin pan and put 1 egg in each of the little muffin holes, bake them at 325 for 30 minutes. As soon as they come out of the oven, put them in a bowl of ice water for about 10 minutes. They peel and cook perfectly every time. So usually on Sunday, I'll bake at least 6 to 8 eggs to have for the week. And that is a really quick breakfast that you can grab and go when you're running out the door. All right, next up is my mid-morning snack. And usually I have Shakeology. I really like to drink Shakeology after my workout. So if I've got my workout done, then the next meal is going to be Shakeology because the protein really helps with recovery. It's a nice blend of protein and carbs just to really give your body what it needs so it can recover and get ready for the next workout tomorrow. Okay, so I love this little Oster single-serve blender. It costs about $20 on Amazon. If you don't have a great blender for your shake, I highly recommend it. It's super light. You can even travel with it. I've put it in my suitcase before. And it just makes a really great shake. I like it better than my big, expensive Ninja. So there's no need to spend a ton of money on a nice blender. You can get something like this $20 Oster and you'll be good to go. So I add about 8 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Make sure if you do want to use almond milk that you use the unsweetened brand, unsweetened variety. And if you use less than 8 ounces, you do not have to count it as anything. If you use more than 8 ounces, you have to count it as a yellow. Okay, so I'm going to add about 8 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, 1 scoop of Shakeology. I love the vegan chocolate. 1 serving of fruit, so you can use any fruit that you like. I personally love using frozen fruit, and then you don't have to add any ice, and it just makes it, I guess it doesn't dilute it as much. It's just like a really rich, delicious, thick shake. So today I'm using 1 cup of frozen cherries. Banana is also delicious, but if you use banana, use half of a banana. That counts as 1 serving of fruit. And then today, I'm going to use my spoons. I get 2 spoons a day. I'm going to actually put them in my shake, And I'm going to use coconut oil. I love this unrefined coconut oil. It's delicious. I like to add it right to my shake, and it's great for your body because it's a healthy fat that your body immediately uses as energy. So it's not stored as fat, as some other fats that we put in our bodies might turn into, but it's just immediately burned, and it's actually really, really great for you. So I like to add 2 teaspoons of coconut oil. If you're not a coconut oil fan, you can use almond butter or peanut butter. And then I'm going to blend it up. So that's my mid-morning snack, and I've used 1 protein for my Shakeology, 1 purple for my cherries, and 2 spoons for my coconut oil. If you're not drinking Shakeology, which I highly recommend that you do, if you're not, try to do some kind of protein and fruit. So maybe Greek yogurt with sliced strawberries, or cottage cheese with an apple, just any kind of protein-fruit combination that's really going to give you some energy to take on the rest of the day. Okay, I'll be back with lunch. Okay, next, moving on to lunch. I'm going to have a very quick and easy lunch today. Now, according to my calorie range, I'm allowed to have 2 carbs every day. So if you remember, I had oatmeal for breakfast. Now I'm going to have sweet potatoes for lunch. So I have sweet potatoes that I made on Sunday, and I packed it into this yellow container, and you can see you can eat every bit that fits in there. The rule of thumb is that you should be able to put the top on. So I've got my sweet potatoes. They're already warmed up. I'm going to put them on the plate. And it's actually a good amount of sweet potatoes. It doesn't look like it when you look at the cup, but it really is. Then I have, I love this sweet kale mix from Costco. It has Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale. It's delicious. So I have 1 green container of the greens I'm going to put on the plate. And then I've just chopped up some reduced sodium deli meat. It's turkey. I'm going to put that on top. Again, this is a lot of turkey. Okay, and then instead of using the dressing that came with the kit, I'm just going to opt to go with some dried cranberries and nuts, little seeds that came with the salad mix. I'm going to use those instead of the dressing for my orange container today. And then, instead of the dressing, I'm just going to drizzle my salad with a little balsamic vinegar, which is free. So this is my delicious lunch. As you can see, it's a lot of food. So I have my salad with my turkey. I think there are pumpkin seeds and some dried cranberries, and a sweet potato. So that's my lunch. I'm going to go dig in. Okay, everybody, it is the afternoon, and I'm going to have sliced veggies with guacamole for a snack. Now, I really love buying a large veggie tray. I got this one at Costco. I get one for the week. My kids actually love raw vegetables more than they like cooked vegetables. So this is a great value if you have a couple people in your home who like vegetables. It's a lot cheaper than buying, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds of vegetables. They're already washed and already chopped for you, so all you have to do is dig in. It does come with a ranch dressing that I personally don't use, but if my kids want to eat it and it helps them eat more veggies, I'm all about that. So, all right, so I'm just going to take my green container and I'm going to fill it with vegetables. Remember, if it fits, you can eat it. So I'm going to do some sugar snaps, carrots. I really love this tray because it helps me eat a lot more variety of vegetables. Because if I was going to go start chopping everything up, I probably wouldn't eat all of these different things. So I have broccoli, carrots, and sugar snaps. And then I just picked up a ready-made organic guacamole, and I'm going to scoop out couple spoonfuls and fill up my blue container. Get to fill it all the way up. Okay, this looks about right. So, this is my afternoon snack, and it is a lot of food. It's all of these vegetables and guacamole. So, I'm going to go enjoy this, and I'll be back to show you my dinner. Okay, last but not least, it's time for dinner. So now I'm going to have something really simple. I like to have a veggie and a protein. because as you remember, I've eaten all of my carbs already. I still have one fruit left, but I'm going to save that for a little late night snack. So what I have here is spinach, and it's about 3/4 of the way full. So I'm going to just dump this on the plate, and this is just raw, fresh spinach. Then I have one of my very favorite meals. It's so easy. This is just 4 chicken breasts that you put in the crock pot. Sprinkle them, I season them really generously with chili powder and garlic. And then I add about 1/2 cup to a cup of salsa. I like to buy the organic, all natural salsa. And you just let it go in the crock pot on high for 3 to 4 hours until it shreds easily. This is fabulous. You can eat it on top of a salad. You can eat it on top of rice and make kind of like a little Mexican bowl. You can put it in a quesadilla for your children with cheese. My kids love that. This is really, really versatile. I think last night Clark made some nachos with it. So it is family approved and super easy. So I'm just going to pour that on top of the spinach. Then I'm going to slice up a few cherry tomatoes, which actually fit on top of my spinach when I was measuring. So this whole dinner is just going to be 1 green and 1 protein. If you wanted to put cheese on top of this, you could have had like 1/2 a container of guacamole for a snack, and then the other half of a blue to put cheese on top of this little salad. But I actually don't miss the salad at all. I mean the cheese at all. I'm really happy with this. So here's my dinner. I have spinach, tomatoes, chicken. If you wanted to add like a little dollop of Greek yogurt on top, you really wouldn't have to count that because it's such a small amount. If you wanted to add a little salsa, that would be okay too. That's your dinner. And then next up, the only thing I have left today is 1 more fruit. I typically try to eat most of my fruit and carbs for breakfast and lunch, but today is just an exception, so I'm going to enjoy some strawberries. Tonight, if we're up watching TV and I get the munchies, I can just slice up some strawberries. I can fill up this entire purple container and enjoy my strawberries. So, just to recap, a typical day, I had 2 eggs and oatmeal for breakfast, Shakeology with fruit and 2 spoons for my mid-morning snack. For lunch, I had greens with deli meat, nuts and berries, and a sweet potato. For my afternoon snack, I had sliced veggies with guacamole. For dinner, I had spinach, chicken, and tomatoes. And for a snack, I'm going to have strawberries. And of course, all throughout the day, I will be drinking water. This is water with a tiny little splash of orange juice just for some flavor and a couple sliced strawberries. I try to drink 3 of these a day. If you drink your water from your Shakeology bottle, each bottle holds about 3 cups. So if you drink, I want you to try to drink half of your body weight in water. So I can help you figure that out. But what you do is you just divide your body weight in half. Divide that again by 8, and that tells you how many cups of water you should drink every single day. So I hope this is helpful. Please ask questions. All of the coaches on Team Inspire are here for you. I want you to know one more thing about the containers. In the beginning, we do want you to really, really measure your food with the containers. That's what they're there for. Just as Americans, our portions are way out of control. Like what we think is a healthy portion of vegetables is probably much, much less than what we should actually be eating. We eat way too many carbs and fruit than we should be eating. And I've never had a problem eating protein, but a lot of women don't eat enough protein. So please use your containers in the beginning. It'll help you so much. But as you start to see what a healthy portion looks like, you really won't have to use them every day. You're not going to be a slave to these containers for the rest of your life. But for at least the first 2 weeks, possibly this entire challenge, I do want you to get in the habit of using them on a regular basis. And then when you feel like you've got a grip on it, you can just come back to them when you need to, revisit them when you feel like your eyes are starting to get a little bigger, and you're not eyeballing your portions as well as you would like to. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.